Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Life starts now.
Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to Houston Life. It is April 19th, 2022, and I'm Derek Shore.
Is it really you?
It's really me. Is it really you?
It really is me. I'm Courtney Savala. All of a sudden, I have a hankering for a popsicle right there.
Oh, and I have a hankering to go to the zoo. We'll have popsicles at the zoo later. How about that? Listen, we're going to have some fun today on Houston Life. You are seeing him all over the world of fashion, from Project Runway to Runway Houston. Designer of Allentude, Gonzalez is back in the house. And Courtney, he has a little fashion challenge for us.
I can't wait to catch up with him for sure. And how one family is finding help after their son's life-changing diagnosis. We're going to learn about the organization that's supporting them every step of the way and how you can help too.
And Joe Sam is standing by with a local group giving back in a pretty big way. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Derek, welcome back and happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm giving you a taste of a special food festival that's raising money for Ukrainian refugees, how you can get involved and help them out for a good cause. But for now, back to you guys.
Okay, that looks tasty and all for a great cause. Before we get into all of that, how about a check of today's forecast?
Let's do it. Hey, Frank.
Hey, you know what? I think the difference between yesterday and today is the wind.
Yes.
Has really picked up. So there's that, right? And it's going to last, it looks like. Take a look at this picture and you'll see the camera that we have for you with the flag. Look at that. That tells the story. That's our Southwest camera, and it is breezy out. It's mild. Temperatures mid-70s, 75, 76, 77 up in Huntsville, Cleveland, Galveston. But these winds are fierce. And what you're seeing there are sustained winds, which means they are constant. 20, 23, 17, 16. The gusts, which come in and out, 36 miles an hour right now being reported at Hobby. So all of that is creating this rip current for at least through this evening and probably through the weekend right there along the shoreline. So be careful if you're headed to the beach. And hang on to the leash for Buster. It's going to be right there in the 15 to 20 mile an hour range all the way into this evening. Coming up, we'll talk more about how long this wind is going to last and when we may get a little relief. It's good to see you, Derek.
Oh, thank you, Franklin. It is good to be back. I missed y'all.
Good.
We'll catch up soon.
Well, we certainly did miss you yesterday at the Astros home opener. The Astros are finally back.
Listen, I was checking out everyone's Instagrams, and it looked great. It looked like the game was fantastic, and you had fun before the game.
Absolutely. We had so much fun. Of course, we had Houston Life right there on right field. We were down there all afternoon. We had some A-list celebrities like Reagan Bregman, who you know and love, friend of the show. And it was great to catch up with Danielle Bradbury as well.
Yeah.
She sang the national anthem. It was unbelievable. We had such a good time.
Well, I can't wait to get out there again. And now that the weather is getting a little bit warmer, we have our remote stage here. We call it Hitch, and we will be taking Hitch on the road throughout the spring and summer months. Some fun places. We got Medical Center coming up and the zoo coming up as well.
That is right. It's always fun to get on the road, and I will tell you, yesterday was no different. People were lining up. Everybody's asking where you were, but it was so much fun to actually see people get out in the community again. But broadcasting live right there at Minute Maid Park, fantastic.
Yeah, well, go Stro. Sorry I missed it, but good to be back. We hopped down to Mexico just for a few days. It was nice to take a long weekend. Puerto Vallarta, it's only an hour and a half away by flight. Here's some video. Of course, we relaxed and had a good time in the pool, but we went zip lining, and this wasn't just one ride. I mean, there were 14 different zip lines we did. That's me hanging upside down right there, so that was a good time. Not for the faint of heart. You would love it. You would absolutely love it.
We've done this.
Have you?
Yeah, because that's where we did where we went on our honeymoon.
Oh my gosh, how sweet.
150 years ago.
160 years ago. Look, I've got some wildlife. We hung out with some snakes and some monkeys, and we really did have such a nice time. And interestingly, down in Mexico, I ran into not only friends from, the coasts, but so many Houstonians, including special shout out to Tom, who's lived in Puerto Vallarta. He lives there. He's from Houston. He's lived there 6 years, and he streams KPRC and Houston Life so he can have his little connection to home.
Love that. And glad you're with us, Tom, from PV. That's fantastic. Okay, so, as we said yesterday, we were at Minute Maid Park for the Astros home opener. Big headlines today for the Astros. Of course, they won. It was a great game. But, the second game tonight, but Jose Altuve will not be taking the field. He was injured, and his left hamstring was injured in last night's game. I believe it was the 8th inning. He hurt it while running to first after hitting a single into the field, and you saw him basically go down and not get up again. Of course, in 2019, Altuve dealt with a hamstring injury back then as well. So we're sending you good vibes, Jose Altuve. Get better. He said that he felt good last night, but was going to wait today and obviously the next couple of days.
Well, and seeing him sitting on the field like that, you know that's not a good sign. You can tell he was in pain, but knock on wood, he's back and better than ever. We're rooting for you, Altuve. Well, it's a big day for us here at KPRC2. Today is dedication day for our 2022 Habitat home presented by UT Health Houston.
Such a special day. That means the George family did the thing. They cut the ribbon on their brand new home today. Jacoby George, the homeowner, this is him right here during the ceremony with our general manager, Jerry Martin, there as well. And then a full group shot, the whole family in front of this brand new house that they all built. Sweat equity. Of course, the walls of this home was built right here in our KPRC2 parking lot back in January. And you know what? Nothing's official until you have a welcome home cake.
Oh,
isn't that beautiful?
That is lovely. And in case you're keeping track, this is the 9th year in a row that KPRC2 has partnered with Houston Habitat for Humanity. As you mentioned, we built the walls for this home right out here in our parking lot. It is one of my favorite annual events. It just feels good to get out and swing that hammer.
So good.
And to know that every nail that goes in is helping a deserving family be one step closer to having a home of their own.
Well, let's have a celebration. Cheers to that. Have you heard of this? Don't be confused. It's called a dirty, not martini.
Okay.
We love a good dirty martini.
Oh, we do.
Dirty
Always.
Diet Coke. Thanks to our friends in Utah. It's a regular.
What?
It's a regular thing. It's going viral on the TikTok. You put a combination of coconut, milk, or creamer and lime in your Diet Coke.
What?
Sounds disgusting.
Oh. Why?
Here we go. We've got all the props. So I love a good Diet Coke. We've got the limon. We put some, can I have the creamer? Let me try this first.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to pour some of that in there. Did we shake it?
So we do the Diet Coke first?
There's nothing but oil in this, by the way. This is straight oil.
Oh,
So
I love a little oil in my Diet
how
Coke.
much of this do you need? 2 tablespoons of coconut creamer?
Okay.
This is
Wait,
good.
so
I hope
why
I don't
is this
throw
a
up.
big thing in Utah?
This is just where it originates.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Dirty Diet Coke.
Dirty Diet Coke. That was my nickname in high school.
Okay, and a squeeze of lime. Now, I've got the freshest lime that we could possibly find. Hang on, it's not open yet.
I do love lime. It's been a minute since I've had a soda.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
I love a good Diet Coke. Brando had one at the rodeo.
Well, we do soda, but we usually just do regular soda and we mix it with vodka.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Diet Coke. How much lime do I do?
That's probably good. Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
All right, cheers.
Okay,
Nice knowing you.
Ooh, that's not as bad as
You know what this reminds me
I
of?
thought. It reminds me of like
Suntan lotion.
a rum and Coke on the beach in Mexico.
This is like, what do you call that? Like, it kind of tastes like a root beer float.
It does.
But different.
I'm getting rum and Coke vibes. But sorry, Utah, I still prefer the rum and Coke. Hey, while you're sipping that, I read something today that was very alarming. So, have you heard of this wet jeans trend?
Wow, we're really breaking the internet today, aren't we, on the show?
Okay, so people have all these different theories about how do you get the perfect pair of jeans. So some people will size down and they'll squeeze into them and then they'll hopefully
To allow for the
stretch them out.
stretch?
Yeah, and some people never wash their jeans. Well, this is trending online as a foolproof method of making jeans fit again. So one TikTok user, she had this pair of jeans. It was too small. So her grandmother came through with the solution. Roll the video, please.
And she was like, just trust me, shower in them, wear them around the house, stretch them out a little bit, and then let them air dry and don't put them in the dryer again.
What?
And so I was like, okay, I'm desperate. Like, I'm in love with these. And so I did it last night and I took a shower. And
in her jeans.
This morning I put them on after air drying. And like...
What? This is, where's...
So,
like...
I have a lot of
They fit.
questions.
They fit
She showered in her
they fit
jeans.
perfect.
Wore them around, sopping wet around her house.
Well, I mean, you're not supposed to wear them too long, there are different schools of thought. One dude even wrote in and talked about how he took a bath in his he took a bath wearing his jeans.
You know what? I'm not going to ever
Can
recover
you
from
imagine
this
how
story.
nasty that is? So
I don't get it.
One of our producers, Heather and I, we were chatting about how, you know, in college or you're outside and you're caught on campus in your jeans and they're wet, and then you have to sit in class wearing your wet jeans.
Wait, why are you caught on campus in your wet jeans?
In a rainstorm. Did I leave that part?
Yes, yes. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm
Why
sure
are we
our
showering
viewers
with our jeans on?
understood what I meant. Anytime you have wet jeans on, it feels nasty.
Suddenly, I want to go back to the Diet Coke story. Let's bring in Joe Sam with our question of the day. Joe, can you help us out here?
I don't get it either. I don't know what they're
understand.
doing with this here. But you know, we want to hear from you. What's the craziest thing you've done in the name of fashion? Everybody's chiming in already. Let's see what they're saying. Nancy writes in high school, I used to buy a size 9 in kids, even though I wore a size 10, so my foot wouldn't look so big.
Oh, dear.
Must have been a little uncomfortable. I don't know.
What about the blisters?
Yeah, I don't know how that works neither. Rick writes in, I went way out of bounds and grew a handlebar mustache.
Oh, I
the
love
ones
a
where
good
the little
mustache.
little little curl. It didn't look good on me, of course. It wouldn't look good on me either. Vince right in, parachute pants. Enough said. What is that? Is that MC Hammer?
Yeah.
With the
Those are harem pants, yeah.
I can't
But
even-
same thing, yeah.
Right, okay. We want you guys
Same
to head
era.
over to the Houston Life Facebook page. Join that conversation and we'll share more of your comments a little later on. You guys, I used to put the burgundy whenever everybody had the like pretty in my pink tea thing. I didn't have money to get pink tees or anything, so I would put a burgundy hoodie in the dryer with all my white stuff, and I had a whole bunch of pink clothes.
Yes, you did.
Oh, it's fashionable.
Yes, you did. All
guess
right,
so.
Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks. We'll see you in a bit. Still to come, he's one of Houston's own who's made it big in the fashion world. From Project Runway to our studio, fashion designer Alan Gonzalez is here with a look at his new collection and why he's back in Houston. There's 2 reasons. Well, there's 3, or it might be 4.
Yeah, for sure. Some good reasons, too. Also, as we go to break, a reminder that Texas Children's Hospital's Ukraine donation drive is underway. They can really use personal and dental hygiene products and baby products like diapers and baby wipes as well. You can drop off donations at Texas Children's Hospital locations in the Medical Center, Katy, and the Woodlands now through Saturday. And don't go away. Houston Life will be right back.
Welcome back to Houston Life. It's time now for our HTown Sit Down.
Let's meet today's guest. He's a Texas guy who has made it big in the fashion world. New York-based fashion designer Alan Gonzalez starred on season 18 of Project Runway and is the host of Bravo TV's newest series, Project Runway Redemption. His brand, Alantude, is quickly becoming nationally recognized. And ahead of unveiling his newest collection at Runway Houston, Alan joins us for our HTown Sit Down. Alan Gonzalez, come on out.
Here you are. Good to
Hello,
see
hello.
you.
How are you?
Welcome
Look at y'all. Y'all look
Oh,
amazing.
thank you.
Thanks for having me.
We always love having you.
I love coming here when I'm in town.
Well, listen, we know you're so busy. Texas boy, as we just mentioned, living in New York City,
Yeah.
reading through all your current projects, it's sort of mind-blowing. And you're now the new host of Project Runway Redemption,
Yeah.
which is Bravo TV's brand new series. Tell us about the show.
It's such a fun show. They bring in past designers that maybe didn't make it all the way, that want a little redemption of their own. And so I'm hosting that. It's a nice little mini challenge. They compete one-on-one, and then the winners make it all the way to the finale, and they're able to win a nice name for themselves. It's a lot of fun.
Cool.
I think you're a perfect fit for it too. I mean,
Thank
of course,
you.
we loved you on the show as well. You've been very busy, as Derek was just mentioning. You were in South by Southwest. Of course, you're back here for Runway Houston, your new collection. But you also have a new thing added to your resume here. You're one of the designers. I'm going to let you say it because your mom, who's watching, doesn't even know this information yet.
I know. We've kept it, very secretive. NDAs and how they are, but I'm very excited. The trailer's finally out. The Quest is coming to Disney Plus on May 11th, and I made a lot of the costumes for it, and I'm so excited to finally get to see it.
It's so cool, Alan, and it makes me so proud because I know you sort of discovered your love of fashion because of like theater and drama in school.
Exactly.
Correct?
It's such a great show. I mean, it's reality with a story plot to it. The kids are completely immersed into this reality that we've created. It was such a fun time, and I'm so excited to see it. The cinematography on it is wow.
It's really incredible. I was chatting with you. I'm like, this kind of reminds me of like Jumanji meets Lord of the Rings, but it's a reality show. I mean, these kids are really in.
Yeah.
They have no
are
script.
Immersed completely. Yes. They have no script. They have no idea what's going on. They wake up in this realm that we've created for them every day.
It's so cool. And so this was about January, I guess, that you were a year ago, right?
Yeah, we filmed about a year ago, and here we are. We finally get to see it. I'm so excited.
I mean, reality meets fantasy. It is so cool. Let's talk about your new collection. You'll be showing it at Runway Houston.
I'm showing it tomorrow. It debuts at Runway Houston. I'm headlining tomorrow, so I'll be closing the show with other amazing designers. It was all inspired by architecture and me getting to finally like really live in New York. So a lot of the dresses are short. You know, normally I love a long gown. I love using a lot of fabric. This time I didn't do that because no one's hopping on the subway like that. They're all coming in sneakers. All of it's giving this like wet pavement look. This is one of the jackets that's on it, and I'm very excited about it.
And also what you're really excited about, too, is the inside of this jacket.
So because it was architecture, there's blueprints right on the inside of this whole jacket. And the blueprints are actually the blueprints of my high school, HSPVA. It's a place that really means a lot to me.
It's really awesome. And then you're part of their 50th celebration on Saturday.
Yes. So they have Encore 50. They turned 50 years this year, HSPVA. And so I'll be there at Miller Outdoor Theater this Saturday.
Oh my gosh,
so great.
Busy
I know. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere,
I'm here and there.
but you're not leaving just yet.
No.
Okay,
never.
All right. So Alan's going to put us to the test with a fashion challenge a little bit later on in today's show.
I'm a little nervous about that. Also,
we don't know what we're doing.
As we mentioned, you can check out Alan tomorrow at Runway Houston. For tickets and event details, you can visit the Scene on Houston Life section of our website, houstonlife.tv.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. When we come back, one man's journey to get healthy after suffering a massive heart attack at age 39, his warning for others, and what finally helped get him back on track.
And speaking of health, do you know how vital sleep is in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle? The local company that wants to help you find the right mattress and get a good night's rest. That is when Houston Life returns. Don't go away.
Welcome back. Losing weight can mean more than just a number on the scale. For some, it is the key to living, but it doesn't happen overnight. And if you're struggling to get healthy, surgery can certainly help. Joining us now is bariatric surgeon Dr. Brad Snyder with Memorial Hermann and UT Health and his patient, Correll Chester. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here this afternoon.
Thanks for having us.
Correll, let me start with you first of all. I'd love to hear your wellness, your weight loss journey. This all kind of started right around the age of 39 for you, is when you kind of started taking a look into the mirror. You were struggling with several different health issues. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
And what happened? You had something kind of like a life-changing pivotal moment for you.
Well, I mean, essentially for me, I just wasn't paying attention to the life's little nudges, the warning strips in the road. My warning strips were high blood pressure, high cholesterol, borderline type 2 diabetes, chronic sleep apnea, a heart attack. I went from weighing 180 pounds to 258 pounds. And so I was fortunate enough to come across Dr. Snyder, and I was able to get a Roux-en-Y procedure to help change my life, actually.
And we're kind of fast forwarding here. These were several years in between where you were dealing with the things that were coming towards you, the CPAP machine, not sleeping well, gaining more and more weight, the snoring. And these were things that you just thought maybe life was giving you until you had that heart attack. And at the age, you were told that you wouldn't live past 50. And Dr. Snyder, I think so many people can relate to this and think when they need to lose weight or get rid of some of these health issues, some people say that weight loss surgery is the easy way out, and that's certainly not the case.
No, unfortunately, Correll's story is similar to a lot of my patients' stories. They just kind of deal with this for so long, and one of the most common things I hear them say afterwards, I wish I would have done this sooner. Weight loss surgery is definitely not the easy way out. There's a lot you have to do. You have to change your eating habits. Your lifestyle has to change. It's not an easy way out, but For most people who have this surgery, it changes their life. Like it changed Carell. They get healthier. They start to live a better life where they can spend more time with their loved ones, and their activities are better. And it's just something they all wish they had done sooner.
And I would imagine, Carell, that's the case for you. I know that you love to cook now, and boxing, and you have 2 boys. So all of that kind of just makes life sweeter, this process right now.
Yes, it does. I do so many things that I just simply didn't do before. For me, the biggest thing was that when I was feeling bad and I was having all these health issues, I got so used to feeling bad that I didn't pay attention to the symptoms, even though the physicians were telling me that I needed to make change. And unfortunately, it took something like a heart attack to happen to me before I actually realized that it really just made me look back at myself to see what type of changes I need to make so I can essentially live to be 50. I really didn't set out to lose weight. I set out to live so I can be here for my family.
Right, that lifestyle change is so important. You went from a size 3XL to a regular large and loving life. And I love the relationship, the friendship that the 2 of you have developed. And Dr. Snyder, let's talk about the New Start program, because the New Start program is basically what jump-started Carell's journey.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the way for patients to come and get more information, and anything we can do to help the public realize that these options are available to them, to get them in and have that conversation like I had with Carell those many years ago, just kind of puts them on the journey so they can see, is this really right for me? Is this going to work for me and my lifestyle and my family? And just move the ball ahead. I think that's the most important step in someone's weight loss journey, is meeting that surgeon for the first time.
That's so true. And we appreciate both of you today telling your story, and wishing you both great health in the future. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And to visit their website at memorialhermann.org/newstart to learn more about this program, or you can give them a call at 713-448-7827. All right, Derek is standing by with what is next. Hi, Derek.
All right, Courtney, if you are wanting to get serious about improving your health, first, you need to get serious about catching some high-quality Z's. The sleep experts at Texas Mattress Makers want to help you find the right mattress so you can get a good night's rest, be healthy, and improve your quality of life. Yuval, I was telling you, recently I was really sick just for the day. I was in bed all day, and I was so glad that I was resting on a Texas Mattress Maker's mattress, because already I was miserable because I was sick. But I was thinking I would have been so much more miserable had I been sleeping on an uncomfortable mattress. Today we're going to talk about just how critical the right mattress is to help us stay healthy and to have energy to live an active lifestyle.
You and I have said this multitudes of times, and I'd like people to actually, that are watching us, to actually take a moment and think about what they actually do on a daily basis. You sleep, you eat, obviously you drink, you go to work, and you socialize. Socializing covers everything. The gym, the exercise, the bars, the restaurants, the family, everything, right? Okay. One of the 4 most important things for your life, and I'm sorry you were not feeling well the other day, is sleeping. Laying down, relaxing, and sleeping. The only way you can accomplish that is by having the right surface under your body. You are going to sleep 7 to 8 hours. 1/3 of your life, you're going to be in bed when you're feeling good. This is something that your body needs. When you're a baby, you sleep 17 hours. Why? That's what grows the baby's body. When you're my age, you sleep 6 to 7 hours. Your age, you should be sleeping 7 to 8 hours. That's how you rejuvenate your body. That's how you get healthier. That's how you get stronger, happier. Everything that happens to you during the day is worked up, if you would like, for lack of a better way of saying it, at night when you rest. If you don't rest well, you don't have the right bed, you will not be healthy, period. End of story. There's nothing more important than a good sleep for your health. And there's nothing more important to accomplish that by purchasing the right mattress. Not a name brand, not a fancy, schmancy place to buy it. Buy it at the right place. I give you an analogy. You're not going to wear a pair of shoes that look great, but they're killing your feet. You're just not going to do it, right? So don't do the same thing with your mattress. How many women do you know that at the end of the night come home, take off those beautiful high heel shoes and go, oh, thank God. Okay? I don't want that to happen when you get out of bed, and that's what happens to a lot of people. They get up in the morning and they're, ouch, and I'm tired, and they got to stretch themselves out of something because their body was not supported properly. You need to come to us. You need to get educated. You need to be shown. We're not going to sell you anything. We're smart enough to know that if you walked in here, you need a mattress. It's not like you didn't have anything to do today and you say, let's go find out what mattresses are all about. That's not going to happen. We'll show you. We'll let you feel it. Literally, we want you to feel the differences between one and the other. And then we're going to tell you what your body shows us, because we're trained to look at how you conform on that mattress. And then you make the decision. You're the boss, but now you're an educated boss.
If you've been out there sleeping on a bad mattress, and I know a lot of people out there have been sleeping on bad mattresses, do yourself a favor and come into Texas Mattress Makers. It doesn't have to be like this, people. You can actually sleep better. Come see Yuval, come see his team, and you'll be glad you did. Yuval, it's great to see you.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you.
And right now you can get up to 30% off select mattresses. Through the end of April, you can also get free delivery. They have zero issues with inventory, so stop by their new store in Rosenberg or any of their other 6 locations. As always, you can check out their website, texasmattressmakers.com, or call 713-341-6252.
They are the best in town.
They are.
Absolutely. Still ahead, Project Runway alum and local designer Alan Gonzalez puts us to the test for a fun fashion challenge.
And Joe Sam is also standing by. Hi, Joe.
Hey guys, that's right. Coming up, a culinary festival that's giving us a taste of what it feels like to give back. Find out how you and your family can help out with a great cause while filling up your plate with delicious food. Houston Life will be right back.
Welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derek back with you at 3:30.
Yeah, let's get to more of your responses to our question of the day. Earlier, we asked you, what is the craziest thing you have done in the name of fashion? Wow, how much time do we have? Gloria writes in, I went to unisex in the mall for a Farrah Fawcett haircut. My hair was down past my shoulders. I said a shag like Farrah Fawcett. He said he understood. I walked out with a pixie because that was the only way to clean the hideous cut up. I cried.
I bet it was good, Gloria.
I remember my sisters crying so many times after haircuts.
Yeah. Lee writes in, bought a sewing machine, patterns, and fabric, but ended up making pillows.
Wow. But A for effort, Lee. That's very, very impressive.
I know. Well, actually, pillows can be pretty fashionable. Take a look. What am I doing?
What are we looking at?
What are we looking at?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the pillow dress?
You know what? I tried the pillow look as well, but my photo was not work appropriate.
Oh, well, I think we have something.
What do we have? Wow, Courtney, your new look was so natural, I decided to do the same thing. And the best part is, these new lips, they double as pool noodles. Just in time for summer.
The pillow lips.
They double as pool
filter.
noodles.
This was deep pandemic.
This was a filter, in case anyone had not seen that filter on Instagram. You know, I got messages from very concerned viewers that I had overdone it.
What did you do?
What did you do to your face?
In the name of fashion, let's check in now with Keith, Christine, and Frank for a look at what they have coming up at 4. Frank, I'm ready. What you got? Now you got something.
You know what? Kevin and I went as gift bags one time with like just a Cartier bag.
Cute.
Cute.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That photo.
But you're not talking about costumes. You're talking about real fashion
life.
mistakes.
Real life.
You know, when I was a kid, I was fashion forward. I wore high tops to school and got just pummeled. They just, you're in high tops, and I thought they're cool. Well, it was 1975. Cool. Maybe it wasn't cool in 1975.
Oh.
I don't know.
You're always cool with us, though.
Thank you, sir.
I can't believe you haven't been cool your entire life.
I've tried.
Keith and Christine, any fashion misses?
Oh my gosh. Probably so many. I feel like I used to try to wear like really high wedges, and I'm kind of clumsy, and like, you know, Courtney, you know when you're kind of elevated up, and my ankles would always kind of
a little weak ankle situation.
Yeah, so I had to stop wearing wedges, and I know they're still in too, so I guess that's a fashion miss for me.
Yeah. For me, grade school, you know, Michael Jackson was quite the rage, and so I would wear the penny loafers with the penny inside the slot.
Oh, yes, you did.
And then I would roll up the pants and
the
members only jacket. I couldn't get a Thriller jacket, so it was members only jacket. I would pull up the sleeves. I didn't pull off Michael Jackson very well, but I tried. I mean, it was the effort that counted, right?
There's always tomorrow.
I want to take photo of that too.
I could moonwalk though. Oh my gosh, I could moonwalk like a moon devil.
Can you still?
Maybe.
Well, stand up.
Not on stage. This
isn't
the right surface. This is the right surface for moonwalking. There's carpet down here, so.
Okay, we're going to hold you to that for another time.
You're being saved by the producers.
Yes. Yeah, they're like, Rap, get this thing going. Yeah, moonwalk over the weather.
Yeah.
Well, I'll show you, it's windy out. That will blow you right away. If you do a little moonwalk, you might just, All right, yes. 37, 30. Look at those numbers. It's right there in the 30s. We'll talk more about this wind because it's there. Right now, 21, 16, 17 mile an hour winds downtown Southwest Galveston. That's also creating this rip current risk. That's going to continue at least through tonight. I suspect every day through the weekend that is going to be an issue. And hang on to the leash if you're walking the dog. The winds continue into the evening. But mild temperatures right there in the mid 70s. So Buster will like that for sure. In the meantime, this is one of the reasons the wind is coming in here. We'll talk about just how long that is going to last for us coming up at 4 o'clock. You can see a little bit of rain in Texas. Don't get excited. The Futurecast initializes that pretty well and doesn't bring it here. There's a chance for a shower tomorrow, but I tell you, 20% is probably about 19% too much. Thursday and Friday remain on the warm side and the dry side. Friday, of course, is Earth Day. Right now, that forecast is looking pretty warm. 71, 80, 85 at 3, 79 at 7, and it stays windy. More on all this wind coming up at 4.
All right, we'll see you then, Frank. Thank you. And here's a look at some of the other stories we're covering for you guys at 4 o'clock today. A developing story in Pasadena where a man was shot and killed by police officers after investigators say that he was waving a gun on Spencer Highway. What else we're learning about this investigation?
Another developing story involving an ambulance that was stolen, how the suspect managed to commandeer the vehicle, and how he was taken into custody.
And some big changes coming to the United States Postal Service when it comes to first-class package delivery. And let's just say the delivery time is not getting any faster, just how much longer it'll take to get your packages to their final destination. So lots to cover today.
All right, guys, we will see you at 4 o'clock. See you in just a bit. Well, a group of friends has joined forces to help Houston nonprofits, including those that are helping Ukrainian refugees.
They're teaming up for a culinary festival this weekend. Joe Sam joins us now with the story. Hi, Joe.
Hey, guys, that's right. It's going to be a day full of amazing food and cocktail pairings from Houston's best bars and restaurants like Laurel and Angel Share, all supporting nonprofits such as Operation Blessing, Houston Coalition Against Hate, and Advocate OCA. I spoke with the 4 members hoping to make a change one plate at a time.
Everybody has felt hatred. You may have felt it as a child, felt it as an adolescent, to an adult. Everybody's felt it. Whenever somebody's against or putting somebody down, we're going to be here to help the community, to raise money, to be able to help out people. We have a name for it now. Before, it was just a group of friends doing the right thing. And last year, it was against Asian hate, and we put a name to it. And so this year, we decided with the crisis that's happening in Ukraine, we're gonna do the exact same thing. How Stop the Hate got started was just a group of friends just banding together to better the community. And we've done Harvey, Puerto Rico, Afghanistan. We've done pretty much any major disasters that have happened, we band together.
It just really highlights the love and how our community in Houston can come together. It's such a big city, but whenever you go out and network with people, it becomes such a small world, and it's such a close-knit group of people that we get to work with, and we're really excited just to bring everyone together.
We figured that this was the best way to bring a lot of people together because Houston is a big foodie and culinary city. So we picked out our favorite local bars, restaurants, and vendors to kind of all come together and make a positive difference.
As a native Houstonian, I think one of our strongest points is not only our food and beverage scene, but the diversity that we have here in the city. So it makes sense to do something around food, beverage, and to get people from all over to come together for a good cause. And at the end of the day, obviously, the cause is the #1 reason that we're all putting this together. I hope that people leave with a sense of community, a sense of love, and a sense that we're all connected.
It's been a very tumultuous last few years, and we're really hoping that a lot of people can leave knowing that they're making a positive difference to others who aren't able to help themselves right now.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of work in the community right now. The festival, it will kick off this Saturday at the Ecclesia Lindell from 12 to 5 p.m. If you see and use the promo code Houston Life VIP online, you can receive 50% off VIP tickets and event swag bags. For more information, I'll have a link on our website, HoustonLife.tv. It's incredible that they're doing this work in the community. And of course, when they said food, they already had me.
Oh, for sure. And it's a great way to get kind of band together and see the beautiful things that are going on in the city.
It's also nice, too. I mean, everything happening in Ukraine, I think a lot of people feel helpless.
Right.
And so it's a great way to help people a world away, essentially.
Right. They're going to have information there, too, on how they can do so, not just with the people in Ukraine, but a whole bunch of other nonprofits and people that need help out there.
Great stuff, Joe. Thanks so much.
No problem.
After the break, meet the family who's finding help after their son's life-changing diagnosis. We'll tell you about the organization that's supporting them every step of the way and how you can help as well.
Don't go away. Houston Life will be right back.
Welcome back. You know, having a child who's ill, it's one of the hardest experiences for a parent. Hannah Lowe and her husband, Mark Corman, have been searching for answers ever since their youngest son was born. They are still on that journey and are sharing Austin's story with us.
Can you get those bubbles?
Bubble time is super fun for 2.5-year-old Austin, but this is also therapy for the toddler. Every day, he needs help.
He can't do anything for himself, so it's all on us to lift him out of bed, to put him down here to play, to watch TV, to put him in the chair, to do a game, to put on his ankle braces, or he's wearing these little shorts that kind of keep his hips in line. He has a little vest that keeps him from developing terrible scoliosis, to go in his stander or his walker, and just keep him as healthy as possible and as strong as possible.
This young Houston family is sharing their story in hopes of one day finding a cure. Hannah Lowe and her husband, Mark Corman, were thrilled to expand their family in 2019. Their oldest son, Ian, was excited to be a big brother. And for Hannah, her second pregnancy was normal.
He was a pretty fussy baby and he never ate that well, but we really couldn't figure out like why. And so we were going to all different doctors and dentists and chiropractors, just trying to get him to eat more. And everything we did didn't really make too much of a difference.
At about 5 months old, Austin had to be admitted to the hospital for a feeding tube.
So that was really the thing that started it, was that he wasn't gaining enough weight. And we really thought that whatever was going on would resolve and he would like grow out of it. We kept saying to ourselves, oh, well, when he's 6 months old and he's eating real food, it'll just come around and it'll be fine. And we were really hesitant to go into the hospital actually, but we said, okay, let's go. And when we were in the hospital, they ran so many tests, everything kind of came back clear. And they also ran genetic testing.
And that's when they learned why Austin wasn't eating.
They came back and they said he has a single point mutation, which is just one letter of the DNA is wrong, is flipped. And that causes this severe and fatal form of congenital muscular dystrophy. What they told us at the time in 2020 when we were in the hospital was, you know, there's no treatment, there's no cure. At that point, what we had read was 50 people in the world had ever been diagnosed with this, LMNA-related congenital muscular dystrophy, which is a mouthful, so we just call it LCMD for short. The plan is you gotta keep him as strong and as healthy as possible for as long as possible. And we don't know how long?
He eats through a G-tube 3 times while he's awake, once while he's asleep. Hannah and Mark take turns to stay up with him while he's being fed. Countless hours of therapy sessions, doctor visits, and Ian, the big brother who loves him.
I don't think he fully understands what is happening, but he does understand that Austin is different. Like often he'll say things like, well, Austin's still a baby because he's not walking. And I say, well, he's not going to walk. He's probably going to have a wheelchair. Won't that be cool?
Right now, there's no specific treatment for Austin or cure. They are trying to keep him healthy, strong, and happy. Hannah has support from online groups around the world. Here at home, they're all grateful for the countless doctors and Austin being an ambassador for the Easter Seals.
That's where Austin gets the majority of his therapies. And we love, love, love our team of therapists at Easter Seals. They are so wonderful. They're like really part of our family.
And at nearly 3 years old, this little boy has taught his family just how precious life is.
He's really just taught us to live in the moment and just try to be happy for whatever, for every little thing, and let go of everything that doesn't matter.
You can take part in the 11th annual Easter Seals Walk With Me event this Saturday. It's at the Houston Zoo. It is a family walk that raises crucial funds for the nonprofit. And kids like Austin, as you heard, receive life-changing services like therapy and education, thanks to the Easter Seals Greater Houston donors. We will have a link to learn more on our website, HoustonLife.tv.
Little Austin is surrounded by people who love him. All right, Houston Life will be right back.
Our friend and fashion designer Alan Gonzalez is back with a challenge.
During break, he's had like this evil little giggle. So, Alan, explain to us what we'll be doing.
Okay, Courtney, Derek, you are
Yes.
going to have 2 minutes to drape something on these mannequins. Now, I know that you can't sew, but draping is something that is a great technique that designers use to show off their design. I brought you a bunch of fabrics. You both get your own pair of scissors. You've got safety pins. You've got pins. And you'll do it all while wearing my signature Allen Tude wide brim hat.
Oh, I love it. Okay, of course. Okay, can we get started?
Ready, set, design.
Okay, I don't even know what draping means.
You've only got 2 minutes.
Is this a formal look or a
Don't
casual
think
look?
it through. It could be whatever you want. It just has to make sense. It's got to be cohesive.
It
I
has
have
to
to
make
like
sense.
it. It's got to make sense, you know?
Okay, it'll make sense.
Okay, okay.
And I'm not going to explain what my theme is, but I have a very specific
Ooh, I'm
theme
excited to see it,
I'm
Derek.
going for.
Think it through. Ooh.
Inspired by recent events.
Okay, okay. We went for the cream, Courtney. I'm
We did.
excited to see.
We did.
We are. She's rapping.
I'm rapping.
Okay, go for it. Use the pins. Use the safety pins.
How much time do we have for this? 2 minutes total?
Not enough, Derek.
Okay.
Not enough.
Okay.
You've only got 2 minutes. I only see a skirt happening on Derek's side.
Hey, but don't worry.
I'm rooting for everyone, but mostly I'm rooting for me. I hope I win.
Okay.
You can. You're
Oh,
not
man.
part of the challenge.
Okay, 1 minute left.
1 minute left.
I'm not really sure what my
We're
vision
halfway
is
there.
here. Okay.
Ooh, I like that. Oh, Derek.
Oh, I'm feeling pressure.
We are halfway
There's
there,
a lot
and
of
I am
pressure.
living on a prayer. I'm just saying.
Come on, Courtney, you've got this. You've got this. I'm gonna start handing out pins. Oh, it turned into a bell? I'm not mad.
You okay?
Yeah, it's giving like Easter resurrection.
Oh, we've got a wardrobe malfunction. Hang on.
Dear.
Not a wardrobe malfunction.
Wait.
Draping, Alan, is of course like the first critical step in any design, right?
Yeah, draping at 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
And I think. Okay.
Courtney, are you done? You've got
I'm
20
done.
seconds left.
I don't know what else to do.
There's so much. You have one boob out. What do you mean you have nothing left to do?
I changed it. Look.
That is not safe for
10.
television, Courtney.
It is. Look.
8,
Look.
7,
She's good.
5,
Well, what do you
4,
say?
The hat.
3.
Why don't we
2.
take a commercial break, and then after the break, Alan, you can sort of lay out our designs.
Let everybody know
luck.
that I won.
Good luck, good luck.
Okay, we'll be right back. Wow. Back now with designer Alan Gonzalez. What do you say I get this table
Let's
out
get it
of
out
the
of
way
here,
so our
Derek.
viewers can see
Let's see what y'all
these
did.
works of art.
Okay.
Courtney, why don't we begin with you?
Well, I have no explanation. This is what you got.
Okay.
I have none.
Okay.
Well, and my
Derek?
explanation is fresh off of my trip to Mexico, I decided to do a beach-inspired look that is both fashionable and functional. So I did a super short dress, sort of to match like a sarong vibe, and just this very simple top, but I spent extra detail on these pleats here.
I could tell.
So, who's the winner, Alan?
I have to say that even though I want to name myself the winner, Courtney, I'm so sorry. Derek,
It's okay.
you are the winner of this challenge.
I feel it. Very well done.
Thank you. And Courtney, yours is beautiful too.
I apparently am going to a toga event.
I would go.
Right?
I
It's a
would
good
go.
time. I
I
love
would
a
go.
good toga party.
Alan, it's great to see you. Alan
Thanks for
Gonzalez.
having
Check
me.
out his website, Alan, too, to be sure to see him at Runway Houston happening at the Post HTX.
That's right.
downtown.
Tomorrow. I'll see you all
Good
there.
Stuff. All right. Great to catch up with you.
Thanks, guys.
And let's toss it over to Keith and Christine now.